Welcome, fight fans, to a very special live-action edition of our Explainer. Tonight, we are broadcasting live from the Jungle Arena to bring you the heavyweight championship matchup of the Animal Olympics. The energy in this stadium is absolutely electric. It really, really is. We are stepping out of the studio and right into the wild for this one. In one corner, we have the ultimate biological tank, and in the other, a fluffy, weird-looking creature with a literal death embrace. This is the giant armadillo versus the giant anteater, and things are about to get wild. Look, I am firmly planting my flag for Team Armadillo. You just cannot beat that armor. It's impossible. Oh, we'll see about that. I am standing right behind Team Anteater, also known as the Lethal Hug. So before the first strike is even thrown, I need everyone watching this explainer to make a choice. Who do you think takes the gold tonight? Are you backing the 120-pound armored tank or the up to 160-pound furry giant?
Be honest. If you're coaching the Anteater, you have to be terrified right now. Team Armadillo has a built-in riot shield. But let's see what happens. The fighters are entering the clearing, the crowd is hushing, the match is about to begin.
The tension in the arena right now is just palpable. Just look at him out there. There's this eerie, heavy silence. The giant anteater is pacing, slowly circling its opponent.
It looks so strange. Why on earth is it walking like that?
Okay, that is pure tactics. It's walking on its knuckles and wrists. It does that to keep its front claws razor sharp and off the ground so they don't get dull on the dirt. It knows it needs those weapons perfectly primed for a fight like this. It's just sizing up the armadillo, waiting for the absolute perfect opening. Here it comes. Oh my goodness.
The anteater lunges.
The standoff just completely shattered. It was so quiet, and then boom, the anteater just launched a blindingly fast opening attack right at my guy. He swung a massive hook directly at the armadillo's back. I literally heard that. That sounded like a baseball bat hitting a brick wall. Is he down? Is Team Armadillo already out? Whew. Oh, thank goodness. He is completely fine. Ladies and gentlemen, the armadillo just casually absorbed a strike that would have shattered a human's ribs. Okay, I have to admit that was pretty impressive, right? And for everyone wondering how he just survived that hit, it's called osteoderms. This isn't just tough skin, folks. This 120-pound giant armadillo is literally wearing a biological suit of armor. It's a protective layer of solid bone covered in keratin scales. That is the exact same tough stuff your fingernails are made of. The anteater's claws just sparked right off his back. What a counterattack!
Look at this! Look at this!
I am in total shock. The armadillo didn't even try to run away. It just abruptly stopped defending, pivoted on a dime, and swung back with unimaginable force. It is throwing its entire 120-pound body weight right into the anteater's legs. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Everyone always talks about the armadillo's armor, but they completely forget about his hidden weapons. Let me remind you of a key stat right here, 8.7 inches. That is the length of the giant armadillo's sickle-shaped third digging claw. That's massive. Proportionately, it is the absolute largest claw of any living land mammal. It uses those to rip through hard earth like butter, and right now it is using them as a broadsword. Team Anteater is stumbling. The armadillo just landed a massive blow. That's it. This is over. Ring the bell. Oh, wait a second. Are you sure about that?
Wait, what?
You might want to hold off on that victory parade. The anteater is not going down. He absorbed the hit, he's shaking it off, and he is miraculously regaining his balance.
Oh no.
Look at this. The anteater is rearing up on its hind legs into this absolutely terrifying defensive posture. This right here is the pure genius of the tripod stance.
Tripod?
Yes. Notice how it's using its thick, feathery tail, pressing it into the ground like a third leg. That creates a perfect center of gravity. It balances its entire up to 160-pound frame, which completely frees up both of its front legs. It is literally standing tall and saying, "Come at me." The crowd is losing it. Did anyone see that tactical reversal coming? The tension in this arena has just reached an absolute boiling point. Be honest. How many of you watching just switched sides? Because my guy is suddenly looking straight up at a towering furry giant with its arms spread wide open.
It looks like it wants a hug, doesn't it? But trust me, you do not want this hug.
Before you count the anteater out as just some bug-eating fluffball, let me pull up some terrifying historical stats. There are actually documented cases in the wild where giant anteaters have killed human hunters.
Wait, seriously?
Yes. When forced to defend themselves, they rear up into that exact tripod stance and they slash. They have hit major arteries in humans and even successfully defended themselves against jaguars, driving apex predators completely away. This animal is incredibly lethal when cornered. And look, it's using exactly that advantage right now. He charges.
The grapple begins.
They are slamming into each other. It is absolute chaos on the jungle floor. It's a high-stakes, life-or-death embrace. The Anteater is wrapping its arms entirely around the armadillo's armor. Okay, let's slow things down for a second and really look at what's happening on the ground here. This isn't a striking match anymore. It has turned into a gritty, exhausting, heavyweight wrestling match.
There's dust absolutely everywhere. You can barely even tell who is who.
But look closely at the Anteater. This isn't just blind panic. These are highly calculated grappling moves. The Anteater is actually using its weight and leverage to manipulate the armadillo. It's an incredibly technical ground game. Let me break down the terrifying clinical mechanics of this submission hold we're witnessing. Step 1. The Anteater uses its massive body weight to pin the opponent's limbs down to the dirt. Step 2. It secures an extremity, a leg or an arm, with one heavy paw.
Oh man, he's totally trapped. He can't move.
And step 3, it uses the claws on its free paw to repeatedly slash at the sensitive inner joints, desperately searching for a gap in the armadillo's armor. It's trying to hit a major artery. I thought it was over. I literally thought Team Armadillo was completely done for. But are you kidding me? Wait, what is happening? He got out. The armadillo just violently dug his way right out of the lethal hug. He used those massive 8.7-inch digging claws to gain leverage against the dirt and just shoved the Anteater completely off him. I told you not to count anyone out yet. And the armadillo is fighting mad right now. He isn't just using claws anymore. Think about this unbelievable stat for a second. The giant Anteater has 0 teeth. It literally just uses a 2-foot sticky tongue to eat bugs. But the giant armadillo, it has 80 to 100 teeth.
Wait, really?
Yes. That is the most teeth of any land mammal. They don't even have enamel. They just grow constantly. And right now, the armadillo is using every single one of them. He's biting back. He is snapping and thrashing right at the Anteater's legs. No way. Team Anteater is taking heavy damage. The armadillo's teeth and claws are finding their mark.
He's stumbling. The Anteater is going down.
But he rolls. He dodged the worst of it. The Anteater immediately scrambles, regains its footing, and rears back up into that tripod stance. He is exhausted, he is battered, but he is loading up for one final, absolutely desperate strike. And let me remind you exactly what is coming at the armadillo right now. 4 inches. Those front sickle claws on the Anteater are 4 inches long and razor sharp.
Can those really do anything against bone armor, though?
Are you kidding? These claws are biologically designed to rip open sun-baked termite mounds, which are literally as hard as concrete. If the Anteater lands a direct hit on a weak spot between the armadillo's armor plates, it is game over. This changes everything. They are both running completely on fumes. The Anteater charges. The armadillo turns. A massive swipe from the Anteater. Miss. Another attack from the armadillo. He goes for the legs. The Anteater leaps back. He dodged it. They launch themselves at each other. It's a final, brutal head-on clash. It's a complete whirlwind of armor, fur, and claws. This is absolutely unbelievable. It all comes down to this.
The jungle is completely silent again. The dust is finally starting to settle in the stadium. Both of these biological titans threw absolutely everything they had at each other.
You can see the pure exhaustion. The armadillo's keratin armor is scuffed and cracked. The Anteater is battered, its claws covered in dirt and blood. They are just staring at each other from across the clearing. Which brings us to the ultimate question. With the armor cracked and the claws bloodied, who do you think walked away as the survivor of this championship clash?
Did the armadillo's impenetrable shield and massive digging claws win the day? Or did the Anteater's lethal tripod stance and concrete shattering strikes claim the gold?
We are leaving this one entirely up to the judges at home. Let the debate begin. Thanks for joining us for this epic explainer of nature's greatest gladiators. We will see you next time, right back here in the arena.